All right. If you are watching this later, you have missed parts of the warm up because I forgot to hit record. Go ahead and twist. So if you are watching this not live and this is a recording, I want you to pause. I want you to do 30 seconds of jumping jacks, 30 seconds of squats, 30 seconds of good mornings, and then you can unpause and hop back in.
I'll do that too.
What?
I said I'll do that too.
Yeah, exactly. Just pause, Lindsay. We'll all stay perfectly still. Come back when you're done. Oh,
All right, sounds good.
good. Three, two, and swimmers. Hmm. The kids got picked up at 8 o'clock last night and reverse directions. And I think Jason and I were both like in bed, like showered, teeth brushed, in bed before 8:30. We were so tired.
Oh my gosh.
It's like the best when they get picked up like 15, 20 minutes early. It's like, ooh, and relax. And of course, not because we don't want to see them for 15 or 20 minutes, but All right. We are doing balance and words, balance and core today. That's our focus. So we've got 6 exercises, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds to rest. We'll go through it 2 or 3 times. So it's only going to be 12 to 18 minutes of work. Probably 12 because we've been doing 30 minutes and it's been really good. So we'll do it 2 times. That way we have time to stretch. So first up is going to be a balance. So we're doing a single leg RDL. So you're just going to get balanced on one leg. I'm going to turn to the side because what I want you to think about with this leg that's going back, I want you to think about pointing it. The foot can be flexed or pointed, but I want the leg to be straight. Usually when we do these, people tend to have it bent. You're going to feel more of a stretch through the hamstring if you keep it straight. So as you come back in, it might bend, but as you go back and come down, I really want you to think about straightening the leg that comes behind you. Okay. You're holding your core in tight the whole time. That's what's allowing you to tip down without kind of collapsing into your low back. All right, here we go. 45 seconds. Get balanced on one leg. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. If it helps, you can put a water bottle in front of you so you have a target to reach for. Ready and go. So let me, as you hinge forward, you keep the hips squared off. Standing leg is bent. You can float this leg or you can tap your toes down in between each rep if you need to rebalance. But really think about keeping your hips facing towards the ground. Good. The leg that's going back straightens as you hinge forward. You look like a little cuckoo clock whose like bird is tipping down. Good. Less than 10 seconds. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest about 15 seconds. You can shake that out and then start to transfer the weight to the other leg. Standing leg's going to be bent and go. Hands can be at your chest. They might be out. Airplane arms might help you balance more. For me, having them in closer to the center line is what helps me. You might also reach your arms down. If you have something to reach for, that might help you keep the hips squared off towards the ground. Good. This is looking really good, guys. You're over halfway. You've got about 15 seconds left on this leg. If at any time you need a little break, if you get dizzy, your kind of holding position here is just going to be a straight leg with the leg that's working held up at a 90-degree angle. And then when you're ready, you'll go back into it. 3, 2, and rest. Good. 10 seconds to rest. Then we're coming into a squat, pulse, calf raise. So 3 things happening. Squat, pulse, calf raise. Good. Right to work. Squat, pulse, come on up, hold it on your toes for a second, and then lower down easy back into your squat, pulse, calf raise. Really opening up the front of the ankles here. Working your ankles in a different way than we just were. So with the tilt, it's really about that ankle stability. This is about ankle mobility. So you're coming up onto your toes, opening up through the front of the ankle. Good. 10 seconds left. Almost there. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on down to the ground, 15 seconds. You've got a plank next, just a regular middle plank. You can be high or low. It makes no difference to me. Wherever you are, though, you're going to start in that high plank and go hands underneath the shoulders. Then if you want to drop to the elbows come down where your hands are. Pushing the heels back. Nice straight line. Hips stay lifted. Good. Pick your head up, Lindsay, just a little bit. Yeah, right there. So your neck is in a nice straight line. Awesome work. We are just about halfway. We've got this regular plank and then a 15-second break. And then we will go to a side plank for 45 seconds and then the other side for 45 seconds. So we're going to do a lot of planks today. You've got about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can push back if you want. 15-second break. Get off the shoulders. There's no push-ups today because 3 planks in a row is going to be hard. So get ready for that side plank. You can be on your elbow or your hand. You're back to work in 3 seconds. Come on up and go. Good. So I like an elbow for my side plank, but it's totally up to you. If that hurts your shoulder, you can come up onto your hand. Oh, I am sliding on this wood floor with no yoga mat. Bottom leg, the modification is to have your bottom leg bent so that some of the pressure is off of your upper body. Good. You can look at Lindsay if you're watching the recording for the non-modification. It's both legs up in the air. Good. Hold the abs in tight. You've got about 10 seconds left. You've got, hi, kitty, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest. 15 seconds. You can push back into a child's pose or just get off your, excuse me, Verona. Get off your shoulders for a second and go ahead. Oh my goodness. Jason got home, so I am completely ignored now. All right. Other side. Come on into your side plank. Ready? And go. Good. Now, one side could feel different than the other. So if, oh, Verona, okay. What you want to think about though is keeping this hip high. Don't let it hang down to the ground. If your hip starts to hang down towards the ground, then that just tells you need to bend the bottom leg and give yourself or stagger your feet. Instead of your feet being stacked, you can kind of put them side by side. You guys can't see her, but Lindsay is getting like a full bath from her cat right now. Verona knocked over the stopwatch. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a break. Grab a quick sip of water. We've got about 30 seconds instead of 15, and you're going to come back to your feet for balance.
She's excited to see me.
Good. All right. Start with the opposite leg. So start to think about which one are you naturally inclined to start with. And I encourage you, you don't have to. I won't know. I'm not looking. But if your brain can handle it, start with the opposite leg. Because chances are you usually start with your easier leg. So give yourself the benefit of starting with the harder one while you're a little fresher. All right, here we go. 45 seconds. And go. Shift the weight. Abs in tight. Think about shoulders and hips staying squared off towards the ground. Don't let your hip open up to the side. And then that leg goes straight as it goes back. Good. Yep. The standing ankle is getting a lot of work. You should be feeling a stretch through the hamstring of the standing leg as well. The other leg is just kind of an accessory to this exercise, but the real work is happening in the standing leg and your core. You've got 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Shake that out. Start to switch to the other side, shifting your weight. In 5 seconds, we're going to be back to work. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hinge. Come on up. Always able to just hold here. Getting stability through the standing leg. And then when you feel ready, come back to the hinge. This is always an exercise where if you have kettlebells or dumbbells at home, you can add that to your hands. I actually think it makes it a little bit easier sometimes because the weight kind of helps pull you down and allows you to get your focus kind of off of the balance. So when your target is balance, I actually think it's better to do it without weight. 3, 2, and rest. Good. 15 seconds. Then you've got the squat, pulse, calf raise. When your target is hamstrings and building strength, then adding a weight obviously makes more sense. But for our purposes, for balance and core today, and go. Good. Squat, pulse, calf raise. Hold it at the top and then lower down slow into your squat, pulse, calf raise. Good. Keep it going. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. Bronx, I guess, didn't like that I called him lazy by showing him to you, but Verona is like falling asleep sitting up. Aren't you? Say hi, guys. Are you embarrassed now too? Bob is probably watching this replay, like, stop showing us your dogs. I'm sorry, Bob. All right. 5 more seconds, 1 or 2 more. And relax. Good. Start to make your way down to the ground. I'm going to turn to the carpet this time so I don't slide as much. Regular plank is first in 5 seconds. So come on down. You can be on your hands or your knees, ready and go. But well, hands, knees, or elbows, lots of options. But this is your starting position, is in your high plank. Then you can drop to your elbows. And then if at any point you need to, you can lower your knees to the ground. This sweater is a bad example. Let me tuck it in because it's like poofing out. But this is not a plank. This is a plank. No butt in the air. You want to be in a straight line with your shoulders right on top of your wrist. Good. About 10 seconds left. Almost there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You might bring your toes together, knees apart. Push back into a child's pose.
No.
You might come up onto your knees and just pull your shoulder across. You don't have that much time. Come on down. We're into the side plank in 3, 2, and 1. Good. So you're lifting your hip up. I like to raise my top arm into the air. It helps give me something to think about, pulling me up towards the ceiling. But if that doesn't feel good, just stick the hand on your hip. Feet can be stacked like mine are right now, or they can be, let me move a little bit. They can be side by side. You can also drop the bottom leg. Your obliques are still working hard no matter which variation of that you do. So you can try it out. See what feels good. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good. 15 seconds to switch to the other side. It's a quick transition. So get set, but you can keep your hips down. You still got about 5 seconds till we start. Good. Here we go. Feet stacked or staggered and go. Push up. If the elbow doesn't feel good, if that's too much on your shoulder, you can come to your hand, but just be careful that your shoulder stays on top of your wrist. A lot of times when people come to their hand, ooh, I am sliding in my socks, but a lot of times their hand is way out here at an angle. You don't want that. You want your wrist underneath your shoulder. Good. A good way to check your form if you are at home by yourself when you're working out is to just set your camera up like you're gonna take a video of your workout. Because then you can look in your screen. I mean, those of you on Zoom right now can just look obviously in the Zoom camera, but and relax. Good. A good way to do it when you're at home by yourself is, yeah, to just set your camera up. All right, stay down here. I don't know if I've showed you guys this one. I probably have, but since we just did 6 minutes of planks in the last 12 minutes, that's a lot on your shoulders. So we're gonna do a stretch called thread the needle. So you're gonna start in a tabletop position and then take one arm, thread it underneath the other hand, and bring that ear towards the ground. Then you're gonna work to sit your butt back towards your heels. Mine doesn't go very far because my shoulders are so tight. So you can walk the hand that's staying still out. So it's kind of like a child's pose with a twist. So take your arm underneath, bring your ear towards the ground, and then extend that arm out. We're gonna hold each side for about 30 seconds. So just get comfy here. Yeah. Good. About 10 more seconds. So just settle in. Your shoulder might feel close to your ear. That's okay. You might feel a little bit of this stretch into your obliques as well, especially after all the planks. Good. And switch, come back up, tabletop position. Take your other arm underneath, ear comes to the ground. Walk your hand away from your body and sit your hips back towards your heels. Good. Get that twist through your upper back. Let your shoulder relax. Ooh, I am really feeling this one today. Some days I really feel this one, some days not so much, but today is one of those days. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back to your tabletop. So you're in this nice central position. This time you're going to curl your toes under, come on up into a downward facing dog. And you've got 30 seconds here to just pedal it out. You can also stay in the center, work on pushing both heels towards the ground. Push into the heel of your hand so your hips come up, getting the stretch through your shoulders. Good. And then bring your right leg through. We're going to come into pigeon. So right knee comes towards the right hand. Right foot is towards the left hand. You can let your back toes flatten out onto the ground, and you can stay up high or come down onto your elbows. We're going to be here for about 45 seconds since it takes a little longer to get into this one. You're just going to hold it. Good, about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come out of this one slow, so come back up onto your hands. Curl the toes under, start to lift your hips up. Come back to your downward facing dog. And then bring the left leg through. Left knee to left hand, left foot to right hand. You can always give it a gentle little like plop. And then, I am tighter on this side, so I'm gonna stay up higher. But if it's accessible to you, you can, oh, nope, not today, it's not. You can always come down to your elbows. You're gonna notice that it feels different day to day and side to side. So we're here for about another 30 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1. Curl the toes under. Come back. Hit this downward facing dog for a second. Pedal the feet if that feels good. And then relax. You're going to come all the way down to the ground onto your back. We're going to do windshield wipers. I know we've done these before. A couple options. If you need more in your low back, you're going to keep your feet on the ground and just let your knees drop side to side. If you want more in your abs, you're going to pick your legs up at 90 degrees. Same thing, you're dropping your knees side to side. I'm going to let you know at 30 seconds. We're going to do this one for a minute and go. So if you want, you can switch at 30 seconds. That's what I'm going to do. You can also, since we're here for a full minute, if it feels really good to hold that stretch on one side, hold it for a little bit longer. You don't have to be in constant motion here. You can kind of defer to what your body is telling you. 3, 2, and that's 30 seconds. Either keep doing what you're doing, or if you want to switch, I have my feet on the ground. Now I'm lifting my feet up. It's an option, not a requirement, so just do what feels good. Verona, are you about to knock over my computer? Good, we've got 3, 2, and 1. You can rock and roll your way up to a seated position or just kind of push yourself up. And then back up. We're just going to bring one ear towards your shoulder. You can use your hand as extra weight just to kind of place it there, but don't pull. So if your hand is there, it's just kind of giving you like a weighted blanket kind of sensation, but not a pulling sensation. And switch. What I notice a lot of times as it starts to get cooler, Saturday especially was cooler than we're used to for running. That's when your shoulders tend to get more tense because you're kind of huddling up your shoulders towards your ears. So really thinking about stretching through the neck and the shoulders in the colder weather becomes really important. Good, come back to center. Couple big shoulder rolls. And then forward. Sweet. We did it. See, 30 minutes. I will, if I had not spent as long explaining and that kind of stuff, like if you were to do this on your own again, oh, let me stop recording.